Hey guys, in today's client spotlight, I am joined by my good friend and team member, Levi Hunsaker. Now, Levi is a guy who by day is a software engineer, but by night, he is a real estate investor. He is absolutely passionate about the outdoors, hiking, boating, pretty much anything that he can do with his family, he's there. Welcome, Levi. Thanks for joining me today.
Hey, you bet, Ryan. Thanks for having me join you today.
So in today's quick spotlight, I just want to go through and ask you a few questions, Levi, and so that other folks can hear what your experience has been in our community. So first question is, where were you in life before you joined the team, right? Where were you at? How did that make you feel?
Yeah, so where I was at, working a professional career as a software engineer, as Ryan mentioned. For those of you guys that know what software engineers do, well, sometimes we work a lot of hours, and that comes at the price of family time and other things. So one of the big things that I felt like I was just missing out on my kids' lives. And yeah, my wife and I have had several arguments over that. And it just kind of seems to be a recurring theme because of the demanding nature of the field. And yeah, I just wanted to make some changes there.
So you were in a position where, I mean, there was no problem as far as putting food on the table, roof over your head. That was all taken care of course.
Yep.
It was more of a function of not really having the time availability that you wish you could have had with your family.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now, in that situation, obviously you started looking into real estate investing. Why did you want to get into real estate investing? What benefit did you see there for you?
So right out of high school, going into college, I was living in somebody else's property and I was paying them money. And then I moved to another property when my wife and I got married, and I was paying somebody else, and they had like 30 units just right there. And I'm like, man, this is a cash cow. And so that kind of planted the seed for me of wanting to do real estate as a long-term strategy for retirement. Since age 18, I've been thinking about that.
Cool. Now, what was preventing you from actually being able to get involved in real estate investing?
Time, money, knowledge, but it all came down to fear. Like I just didn't feel like I knew how to do it. Even when we decided to make the jump and turn our first home into a rental property, like that was a nerve-wracking experience just because of all of the fear and uncertainty, because I'd never done it before. I didn't understand, what I didn't know at the time. And so the fear, we let that hold us back for a long time.
Well, I'm glad it's not holding you back anymore.
Not anymore.
So Levi, why did you decide to join our team, right? There's different options out there as far as learning real estate. Why did you decide to join us?
Well, I was actually given the opportunity to join your team about 2 years before I decided to actually do it. And in the meantime, I actually went and purchased another real estate education. And it's not that there wasn't value there. I learned some good things, but what it was lacking was consistent support and a community behind it. And that's why I came back. I mean, you remember I was actually at another event for this other education company learning, and I called you on my lunch break and said, "Hey Ryan, let's do this. I'm ready to go."
I do remember that phone call. That was a happy day for me. Levi has finally come around, and it's been an awesome ride ever since then. So better late than never. It's great to have you on the team. Now, since joining the team, obviously you've been studying, you've been making great things happen. What are some of the things that you've learned?
Ooh, learned. I mean, there's so many to choose from, but if I have to break it down, I would say that there's the traditional real estate side of things, but along came with it this personal development and personal growth side that I kind of didn't expect, but now I fully realize that I got a lot of work to do on myself on a consistent basis, on a daily basis. And so I've been working on that as well as learning my real estate classes. And, I've learned some amazing things in banking strategies, how to protect my assets that I didn't know about. And I was exposed for a long time on my other property. I've learned how to find and analyze multifamily properties, single family properties at $100,000 discounts, and even be the bank. So That like just things that I never even thought were possible.
I love that. Got it on the personal development side, the business side, bringing it all together. That is awesome. Now, since joining the team, how have you been able to improve your financial outlook, kind of your family's financial situation?
Oh, since doing that, we've paid off 2 vehicles, we've paid off some credit cards, we've paid down some debt on the house, and we are actually using and leveraging the funds that we have available to actually make money now. So we're using other people's money to make money. Again, being the bank, and just a cool strategy that I found works best for me in the time that I have available right now to dedicate to my real estate business. And just the financial security aspects of it have been really awesome. Like our hot water heater went out one time, and Jill's like, "Oh, what are we gonna do? Can we pay for this?" And I'm like, "Hello, what do you think we've been doing this whole time? No stress, no worries." And like the non-stress, that's the best part about it.
That is awesome. And you've also been able to do some things with, I know, with taxes, with your kids,
Oh
as well as some
yes.
cool things with credit you were telling me about.
So taxes, just saving more and more in taxes. I've actually increased my tax savings by 250% on my rental property from when I was doing it till now.
Wow.
So that's pretty fun. It's always exciting. I've been able to double the performance of the rental property, so the cash flow is double from when I started. I putting my kids on payroll, paying them to do jobs in the business. We're making this a family business, so we get to actually spend time together doing that stuff as well, and let them buy their own crap so that we can save on taxes.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And you've also done some really cool things with credit as well, haven't you?
Oh yeah. So the credit classes have been amazing because we've taken that and been able to leverage and gain access to multiple 6 figures in lines of credit to help us do more real estate.
I love it. I love it. So Levi, since joining the team, I mean, you've been hustling, you've been busy. What kind of investments have you been able to participate in since getting started?
So it's funny you ask, because today we actually just signed on our 4th transaction. And right after we get done on this recording here, I'm headed to the bank to do a wire transfer, because we like to be the bank. We get to mimic the bank. We learn from the bank and do what they do because they make a lot of money. So it's actually interesting because it's not even a property here in Utah. This is across the country in Georgia from a relationship that I developed through our nationwide community of investors.
That is awesome. And this is a residential fix and flip deal, or what type of a deal is it?
Yeah, it is. So all 4 of the deals that I've done have been residential fix and flip properties. And so, we have to learn the strategy of how to be the bank, but we also have to understand the underlying strategy, because if we're going to be the bank, we have to do, the underwriting word that you hear about when you're getting a loan. Well, now I get to do that myself instead of somebody else doing that on the loans that I get.
That is awesome. Now, you mentioned that the deal that you're funding today is in Georgia. So my next question was going to be, how have the relationships in our local community as well as our nationwide community, how those have been of benefit for you? I think I already know the answer to that.
Well, let's just say it straight up. All 4 deals I did not find. They were people in the community, and that we built relationships and basically decided to go into business together and do some transactions because of the relationships that we have built. And so they've been invaluable because that has led to every single deal that I've done so far.
That is incredible. It's not just what you know, but who you know. It makes a world of difference, isn't it? In closing, my final question is, Levi, what would you say to somebody, right, to the viewer of this video who is, checking us out, looking at what we do, considering joining our team? What would you have to say to them?
Oh, that's a good question. The first thing I would say is I have never regretted once investing in myself. Sometimes I've been slow to do it, but I've never regretted it. I went to school, got a master's degree in electrical engineering, have been doing software engineering. And and then it came down to another skill that the fear was just holding me back because I did not understand how to invest in real estate. And so by investing in myself first and learning, it has taken away a lot of the fear and the concern, and it doesn't completely go away. You know, you kind of have to work through that every time you look at a deal and realize that you're taking a risk, but it's a very calculated risk that you've minimized by understanding the principles that we've learned here. And I'm just super grateful for learning those things through this community, because they have been empowering to move forward and do something that I have had a passion for doing for almost 20 years.
So if somebody's taking a look at us, you would say,
do it. And you me as a cautionary tale, because had I done it 2 years prior, I'd be a lot further along than I am right now. But again, no regrets.
Yeah. Now we're focused on the now. We're focused on the future. Glad to have you on the team and excited to see all the cool things that you're going to continue to do moving forward. Thank you, Levi, for sharing a few minutes with me, for sharing your story, and best of luck in your new deal in Georgia.
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks,
Ryan.
Levi. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.